All right. Maybe we should do the wavysinatra gold farming guide right now. All right. I'm not going to go to the places and show, but I'll show it on the map and I'll let you know what I do. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. A lot of different places you can go. This is going to be like legit, no bullshit. And you're not going to look on the auction house and it's not going to sell it for like shit money. It's actually going to be decent gold. It's just sometimes the RNG and drop rates aren't the best, which is fine. And for fishing as well, it's like sometimes your layer can just be packed and you're just not making anything. So for the fishing, I highly suggest early morning. Like really early morning if you can. But I'll start. Where do we start? Where should we start? Yeah, let's start Badlands. So Badlands, obviously, there's gonna be bots here. Sometimes you can be overflowing with the lions, but it's still a really good farm because it makes dragon breath chili. You can farm small flame sacks and mystery meat here. Farm any of the mobs here, you get mystery meat. You farm the small flame sacks. Pretty decent drop chance. You also have a chance to get the pat, which sells for over a gold. Dragon breast chili sells for over a gold. It's going down though. Obviously, sometimes like this. Well, I haven't done a scan in a minute, but it says 89 silver value, but it's usually around a gold. You can also, if you don't have cooking, you can sell these individually and make like 69 silver pop just off the flame sacks. Again, the pat is going to sell for over a gold. It's great. It's all right here and all right here, down here. Obviously, the middle, you got to be careful of the dragons. Avoid the dragons. If you're stealth class, easy. Just walk right past them. And then they reset. Other than that, that's what I farm in Badlands. Other place you can farm is Swamp of Sorrows. Let me find it. There's a lot of different farms here. The spider silk. There's multiple places you can farm that. They also drop this meat. Really good. They sell. I wouldn't bother farming the small flame sacks over here. It's way too overfarmed. Way too many people farming it. The big thing for me that's made me a lot of my gold is the Heart of the Wild. It's made for a lot of different crafting abilities. There's a lot of mobs here. So if it's not too contested, not too many opposite faction, it's a really good farm. Sometimes there's bots there, and sometimes it can be overpopulated. Just try to get a lair. But Heart of the Wild sells for like over 1.4 gold each on my server. Again, check the auction house for prices. And the drop chance isn't the best, but sometimes you can get some BOEs. I got the ring that sold for over 50 gold. I shouldn't have sold it. I'm a rogue. I should have kept it. It's a fucking good ring. But you know, it is what it is. There's enchanting recipes and everything, but all that is not really selling anymore. You can get like Fade Leaf and Swift Thistle. I obviously keep that because I'm a rogue. It makes thistle teas and blinds. Those sell if you're not a rogue, so that's really good. And there's a whole bunch of different other herbs that drop that sell from like any range from like 60 bronze to like 80 silver, right? So you can also, I've heard, I'm not 100%, so take this with a grain of salt, that the Murlocs here drop gold pearls and different pearls. They drop the clams. So obviously RNG, I haven't tried it, but I'm hearing gold pearls sell for like 50 to 60 gold. So if you do get lucky, I guess that is a decent gold farm as well. All right, let's go to the next thing. Tanaris. Tanaris is really good because you got the turtles for the turtle meat. And if you got the recipe, that's really good. And obviously there's a chance, might be a chance to drop pearls. I'm not 100%. I haven't farmed it myself, but there's always hunters. There's always bots farming here. So it's got to be a good farm. It's got to be amazing because there's always people farming all periods of the day. And why would they do that, right? Fishing is the big reason I'm here. Obviously the fucking floating wreckages drop the mithril boxes that can drop the traveler's backpack that sell for over 25 gold a pop. The fat materials, just different fish that sell either 1 silver a pop to like 20 silver a pop. Obviously you can get different BOEs that might sell, that you might get good RNG on stats on it, they sell. And then even like the level 42 to like 41 items that no one can wear, it's even worth saving because the stats on it can be really fucking good and they will sell next phase, right? Especially for people leveling. There's going to be a shit ton of people leveling with the XP buff coming soon. But again, I'm usually here for fishing. The only other thing you can farm here, I suggest bringing a friend, unless you're a hunter or a warlock or like a pet class or someone that can like be a rogue and put on your tank runes. There's level 45 pirates that have a chance to drop real high level BOEs. For example, Gut Ripper selling for over 2k. Very low drop chance. There's also Mage Weave, sell for 15 silver. A Mage Weave, really good sell. Obviously fishing too. Here there's like rune cloth, bolts of rune cloth, bolts of Mage Weave, bolts of, there's leatherworking shit you can get from the wreckages. It's just overall this spot's really good, but again it can be really bad because it's over farmed. There's always a lot of people. Alliance are always ganking, same as Horde. It can be a shit show, so I just suggest early morning. Only other thing I can think is there's animals like right here around level 42 to 43, so I suggest some gear. They also drop mystery meat if you're cooking. Dragon breath chili goes hand in hand with Badlands. You farm in small flame sacks, you can come here farm mystery meat if it's over farmed in the fishing. It's just overall good. Sorry, I'm rushing. I'm trying to get all this done in a certain amount of time. Where else? Feralis, there's mobs here you can farm. The gnolls drop BOEs. There's Mage Weave. There's some quests that aren't bad to do here, but you're mostly farming BOEs and Mage Weave here. I wouldn't suggest fishing here. The mobs are like level 45 and higher, and there's elites. A lot of guides. There's a lot of misguided guides, man, and they'll tell you to farm certain places. Really check prices and really do your research on the area because it could just be a fucking waste of fucking time. Yeah. Anywhere else that I can think of? Where else? SCV, again, fishing. This was phase 1 guide. You'll see a lot of fishing guides phase 1. Again, mithril lockboxes, FAP materials, just different consumes for different things. Really good. You can get bags. Again, it can be over contested. I suggest early mornings, especially with the SCV event. People are usually fishing. I highly suggest Tanaris. Is way less contested and way more pools. So if you're a fisherman, this is really good. If you go south, there's more chance of mithril lockboxes. If you go north, it's lower level fishing, so you only get the ironbound trunks, which kind of sucks. So I suggest from like Brome Gold to south all the way to like Booty Bay. Again, really contested. Suggest early mornings. There's Wildvine, but the price is going down, so I'm not really going to recommend that too much. But they still sell for like 50, 60 silver on my server. Their trolls like right around here, right here too. Only other spot I can think of that would farm, if you're a fisherman, Alterac Valley. These Sage Delights, they sell for 3 gold a stack. And you get them almost 100% of the time. Sometimes you can get some mithril bound trunks, which obviously I just told you. Really good gold. Again, this can be overly contested. Early mornings where I recommend. But I've only had really 1 or 2 good days here. And again, you can always get a layer. You can get layered off and pray that there's people. But even if there's like 1 or 2 people here, it's not worth farming. But if you 2 get this place to yourself, it's literally really good AFK gold farm. Only other thing I can really recommend is, from my experience, is questing. If you're stacking your quests, if you're a dungeon farmer like me, you dungeon farm SM and RFK and you're 40 and you have all these quests. Questing is a really good way to make lucrative gold. Just go to all the zones that you can think of where you have green, orange, yellow quests. You'll make easily over 100 gold just from quests. My next spot, if anything's too contested or are these things contested, I always quest, right? If I'm in a spot where shit is just, everything's just super overpopulated, I'm playing primetime hours, I'm gonna go to Thousand Needles, finish my quest there. You know what I mean? You can go to Desolus. You can go to you can even do the orange quest if you want to in Tanaris, Feralis. But I really recommend Desolus. I really recommend Hillsbrad, Arathia Highlands. There's always groups doing even the orange quests. Badlands. There's only a handful of quests there, but you can do them there. And and STV is probably the best place because there's chains after chains after chains after chain. Made a lot of gold there. Other than that, those are like legit gold farms. Like, I know a lot of these gold farms on YouTube, they're telling you to go farm this or like farm this, but that was only really good for the first week. And it's just like the price is plummeted and it's just not worth. But yeah, that's really about it. If you enjoy it, sub to the YouTube. It would mean a lot. Hopefully it helped you. Hopefully any of these recommendations helped in somewhat way. Gang gang.